Most men over 40 have no idea how to wear a hat. They either avoid them entirely, afraid of looking like they're trying too hard, or they grab whatever's closest and hope for the best. The backward baseball cap from 10 years ago, the beaten-up trucker hat with the faded logo, the beanie pulled down so low it covers their eyebrows. Here's what they're missing. A well-chosen hat is one of the most powerful style tools a man can own. It frames your face. It adds dimension to simple outfits. It communicates intention without saying a word. The right hat tells people you've thought about how you present yourself, that you're not just getting dressed, you're making choices. But the wrong hat? It ages you. It cheapens everything underneath it. It screams that you've given up or that you're clinging to a version of yourself that no longer exists. The difference between those two outcomes comes down to understanding which hats work for men over 40, how to wear them properly, and when to leave them on the shelf. Today, I'm breaking down 8 essential hat styles every gentleman should know. Not trendy pieces that'll look ridiculous in 2 years. Timeless styles that have been elevating men's wardrobes for decades. Each one serves a purpose. Each one has rules. And each one worn correctly will make you look more refined, more confident, and more intentional. Everything I mention is linked below. Let's get into it. 1. The baseball cap. Here's the truth about baseball caps after 40. Most men wear them wrong. They grab caps with giant logos. They wear them backward like they're still in college. They choose colors that clash with everything they own. And then they wonder why they look sloppy instead of casual. The mistake isn't wearing a baseball cap. It's wearing it like you haven't evolved since 1998. A gentleman's baseball cap follows different rules. First, the logo situation. You want minimal or no visible branding. That massive swoosh or oversized team logo pulls focus and reads as adolescent. A small, subtle emblem, or better yet, no logo at all, lets the cap serve your outfit rather than dominate it. Second, construction matters. Look for caps with a leather adjustable strap instead of plastic snapbacks. The difference is subtle but significant. It's the difference between a cap that looks intentional and one that looks like an afterthought. Unstructured crowns in quality cotton or wool drape better and age more gracefully than stiff, cheap alternatives. Third, color strategy. Navy, black, olive, and stone work with virtually everything. Save the bright colors and bold patterns for men who haven't figured out that restraint is power. The Polo Ralph Lauren cotton chino cap or a Norse Projects twill sports cap both deliver this aesthetic. Clean lines, quality materials, and that leather strap closure that separates grown men from boys in baseball caps. Wear it forward, wear it with intention, and suddenly the baseball cap becomes a legitimate style piece. 2. The fedora. The fedora has a reputation problem, and it's not the hat's fault. Somewhere along the way, it became associated with men who confused owning a hat with having a personality. The trilby-wearing trench coat in summer crowd gave the fedora a bad name. But here's the thing. When worn correctly by a man who understands proportion and context, the fedora remains one of the most sophisticated hats in existence. The key is commitment. A fedora isn't a casual accessory you throw on with a graphic tee and cargo shorts. It demands an outfit that rises to meet it, tailored to trousers, a crisp button-down, or a fitted polo. Leather shoes, not sneakers. The fedora completes a look. It doesn't create one from nothing. Proportion matters enormously. The brim width should complement your face shape and shoulder width. Narrow brims work for slimmer faces. Wider brims balance broader features. Most men over 40 do better with a medium brim around 2.5 inches that reads as classic rather than costume. Material dictates season and formality. Wool felt for fall and winter, paired with top coats and sport jackets. Straw for summer with linen shirts and cotton trousers. Never cross the streams. The Stetson Stratoliner is the benchmark, an American classic with the perfect proportions and quality construction that lasts decades. Gurin Brothers offers excellent options at more accessible price points, without sacrificing style. A fedora tells the world you understand tradition. Wear it like you mean it. The moment you stop second-guessing whether you can pull it off is the moment it starts working for you. 3. The flat cap. If the fedora is a statement, the flat cap is a conversation. It's approachable, it's versatile. It carries working-class heritage while translating effortlessly to modern smart casual contexts. From the streets of 1920s Liverpool to Daniel Craig's off-duty wardrobe, the flat cap has proven its staying power across generations and social boundaries. The flat cap, sometimes called an ivy cap or driver's cap, works because it doesn't try too hard. It sits low on the head, frames the face without overwhelming it, and pairs with everything from a leather jacket to a sport coat. It's the rare hat that actually makes most men look better, rather than just different. Fabric selection determines versatility. Wool tweed reads heritage and works beautifully with autumn layers. Cotton and linen versions handle summer months. Leather flat caps exist but require confidence. They can easily tip into costume territory if your outfit doesn't support them. Fit is critical. The cap should sit snugly without squeezing, with the brim extending just beyond your forehead. Too loose and it looks borrowed. Too tight, and you'll spend all day adjusting it. Take the time to find your size. Most quality brands offer multiple sizes rather than one-size-fits-all compromises. The Kangol 504 is iconic for good reason. That seamless one-piece construction creates a clean silhouette that's worked since the brand started supplying caps in the 1950s. For something with more texture and heritage feel, the DG Gabardine Flat Cap delivers quality you can feel immediately. The flat cap says you know the rules well enough to dress down with intention. 4. The Newsboy Cap. The Newsboy Cap is the flat cap's bolder cousin. Where the flat cap lies sleek against the head, the Newsboy adds volume. That fuller, rounder crown, typically constructed from 8 panels meeting at a center button, creates a silhouette with more visual weight and personality. It's the same heritage, the same versatility, but with an extra degree of swagger. This volume is exactly why the Newsboy works particularly well for certain face shapes. Men with longer or narrower faces benefit from the added width at the crown. It creates balance. It fills space. It adds dimension that the streamlined flat cap doesn't provide. The Newsboy also tends to read slightly more casual than its flatter cousin. It pairs naturally with denim, chore jackets, and rugged textures. Think Peaky Blinders without the razor blades. That combination of working-class edge and undeniable style that's made the show a menswear reference point. Texture matters here. Tweed Newsboy caps are the classic choice, and the pattern adds visual interest without requiring you to think about color coordination. Herringbone, Donegal, and windowpane all work beautifully. Solid wool versions offer cleaner lines if patterns aren't your thing. The Brixton Brood captures that vintage-inspired aesthetic with modern construction and fit. For premium quality, the Stetson Hatteras Newsboy in Harris Tweed is an investment piece that only gets better with age, the kind of hat your son might eventually inherit. The Newsboy Cap says you appreciate character in your clothes and yourself. If you're finding value in this breakdown, take a second to subscribe. I cover timeless style principles for men over 40. No trends, no hype, just practical guidance for building a wardrobe that commands respect. Hit subscribe and let's keep going. 5. The Panama Hat. The Panama Hat is summer elegance distilled into a single accessory. Despite the name, genuine Panama hats are woven in Ecuador from Toquilla palm straw, a tradition spanning centuries. The finest examples take months to complete by hand, resulting in a weave so tight the hat can hold water. That's the kind of craftsmanship that justifies the investment. A quality Panama does what no other summer hat can. It keeps you cool while elevating everything you wear underneath. Linen suits, cotton blazers, even a simple white shirt and chinos transform into something intentional when topped with a proper Panama. The key is quality. Cheap Panama-style hats made from paper or synthetic materials look exactly like what they are: imitations. They don't breathe properly, they don't age well, and they announce to anyone paying attention that you cut corners. For a hat you'll wear for decades, invest in genuine Toquilla straw. Shape matters too. The classic Fedora silhouette with a center crease works for most men. Brim width should complement your face. Generally, 2.5 to 3 inches provides sun protection without overwhelming your features. The Optimo style, with its ridge crown that allows the hat to be rolled for travel, offers practicality without sacrificing elegance. Care extends the life of your investment. Never leave a Panama in direct sunlight when you're not wearing it. Store it brim up or in a proper hat box. Handle it by the brim, not the crown. These small habits keep the straw supple and the shape intact for years. Stetson and Bailey both offer genuine Panama hats at reasonable price points. For the ultimate investment, Borsellino represents the pinnacle, Italian finishing on Ecuadorian craftsmanship that's been the gold standard since 1857. The Panama hat says you understand that true summer style is cool in both senses of the word. 6. The Beanie. The beanie is the great equalizer of winter headwear. Unlike structured hats that require outfit coordination, the beanie works with almost everything: top coats, leather jackets, down parkas, casual sweaters. It's functional first, keeping your head warm, while adding a finishing touch that prevents winter layers from looking purely utilitarian. But here's where most men over 40 go wrong. They buy cheap beanies that look cheap, thin acrylic that pills after 2 wears, oversized, slouchy styles that read as sloppy rather than relaxed, bright colors better suited to ski slopes than city streets. The gentleman's beanie is simple: quality materials, merino wool, cashmere, or a wool-cashmere blend that feels substantial without adding bulk, a classic ribbed knit that provides texture without distraction, colors that integrate with your existing wardrobe: navy, charcoal, black, camel. Fit matters more than people realize. The beanie should cover your ears without excessive material bunching at the top. It should stay put without constant adjustment. The cuff should be deliberate, either fully folded or not at all, never awkwardly half-rolled. And here's something most men overlook: a quality beanie actually improves your face shape in winter. When cold weather has everyone bundled in scarves and high collars, that bit of visible headwear frames your face and adds definition. The cheap beanie disappears or detracts, the quality beanie enhances. For everyday quality, J. Crew's Cashmere Beanie delivers softness and warmth at a reasonable price point. For a true investment piece, NPL offers the cashmere quality that British brands have perfected over generations. The beanie says you refuse to let winter make you choose between warmth and style. 7. The Bucket Hat. Let's address this directly. The bucket hat is polarizing for men over 40. It carries associations, 90s hip-hop, fishing trips, tourists, and Bermuda shorts. Those associations aren't wrong, but they're incomplete. Worn correctly, the bucket hat offers sun protection and understated style that other summer hats can't match. The secret is restraint. The bucket hat already makes a statement by existing on your head. It doesn't need logos, patterns, or unusual colors to draw additional attention. Solid colors in neutral tones, navy, khaki, olive, black, let the shape speak without shouting. Material determines context. Cotton twill buckets handle casual summer days. Terry cloth versions work for poolside or beach, and nowhere else. Nylon technical versions serve outdoor activities. For smart casual contexts, look for bucket hats with slightly stiffer construction and cleaner lines. Proportion is critical. The brim should provide shade without overwhelming your face. Too narrow and it looks like a costume piece. Too wide and you enter tourist territory. Medium brims angled slightly downward hit the right balance. Context matters more with bucket hats than almost any other style. A bucket hat with swim trunks at a resort makes perfect sense. The same bucket hat at a business casual dinner feels jarring. Know where you're going and dress accordingly. The bucket hat rewards intentionality and punishes laziness. The Kangol Bermuda bucket is a legitimate classic. That distinctive texture and shape have worked since LL Cool J made it iconic. For something cleaner and more understated, American Eagle offers premium denim bucket hats that align with their minimalist aesthetic. The bucket hat says you're confident enough to break rules because you know which ones matter. 8. The wool felt hat. Winter fedoras deserve their own category. While we covered the fedora earlier, wool felt hats occupy a specific space in the colder months that straw and lightweight options simply can't. When temperatures drop and your wardrobe shifts to top coats, scarves, and layers, the wool felt hat becomes the sophisticated finishing touch that elevates everything beneath it. The weight of wool felt creates presence. It photographs beautifully against winter's muted palette. It protects against cold and light rain, and it communicates a level of intentionality that bare-headed winter dressing simply cannot match. Color choices in wool felt lean darker than summer options. Charcoal, navy, brown, black for the most formal contexts. These colors complement the heavier fabrics and richer tones of winter wardrobes while providing the visual weight appropriate to the season. Construction quality shows more obviously in wool felt than in summer hats. A well-made wool felt hat holds its shape for decades. The felt mellows, the sweatband molds to your head, and the hat becomes genuinely yours. Cheap versions collapse, warp, and look worse with each wearing. You can feel the difference the moment you pick one up. Quality wool felt has a density and smoothness that inferior versions simply can't replicate. The Stetson Chatham offers excellent entry into quality wool felt hats, American-made, proper construction, timeless styling. Wolf & Badger also produces quality wool felt options at accessible prices for men building their hat collection. The wool felt hat says winter is no excuse to stop showing up polished. The through line is simple. Hats work for men over 40 when they're worn with intention. When the quality matches the rest of your wardrobe, when the style suits the context. When you understand that a hat doesn't create a look, it completes one. 8 hats. 8 opportunities to elevate every outfit you own. Most men avoid hats because they don't understand these principles. They've seen too many men get it wrong and assume the risk isn't worth the reward. But you've now got the framework. You know which styles serve which purposes. You know what separates a hat that ages you from one that elevates you. Start with one. Maybe it's a clean baseball cap that replaces the beaten-up one you've been defaulting to. Maybe it's a flat cap that adds polish to your weekend uniform. Maybe it's finally investing in a quality Panama for summer or a wool felt fedora for winter. Whatever you choose, wear it like you chose it, because you did. All the hats I mentioned are linked below, along with everything else you need to start building a hat collection that serves you for years. As for the next step, click the video on screen. I know you'll find value in it, because gentlemen don't just cover their heads, they crown them. See you there.